Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the best vlogging cameras that actually make sense for different types of creators. Whether you need something ultra compact for POV shots and quick B-roll, a rugged action cam for adventure content, or a serious mirrorless setup for cinematic YouTube videos, I've got you covered. We're starting small and working our way up to the ultimate all-round vlogging beast that delivers top-tier video quality, stabilization, and portability. So let's jump right in. Starting off with something a little different. If you need a tiny camera specifically for POV shots and B-roll clips, you've got two incredible options right now. The Insta360 Go Ultra and the DJI Osmo Nano. Let's talk about the Go Ultra first. This thing is genuinely tiny. It weighs just 53 grams. Which is about the weight of a small egg. But don't let the size fool you, because inside you're getting a 1/1.28 inch sensor that shoots 4K at 60 frames per second, which is a massive upgrade over the older Go 3S. It's got a 156-degree field of view, so your POV footage looks super immersive, and the low light performance has gotten a serious boost thanks to Insta360's Pure Video AI noise reduction. The magnetic design means you can clip it to your shirt, your hat, or stick it on a metal surface and just start recording hands-free. Battery life is solid too, up to 200 minutes when it's docked in the Action Pod. The standard bundle comes in at around $450, and the only real downside is that at this price, it's now the most expensive action cam on the market, sitting above even the GoPro Hero 13 Black. Now the DJI Osmo Nano is the direct competitor here, and honestly, it's a really close race. It also weighs next to nothing at 52 grams and shoots 4K at 60 frames per second with a 1/1.3 inch sensor. Where the Nano stands out is the 10-bit D-Log M color profile, which gives you way more flexibility if you're color grading your footage in post. It's also got rock-steady 3.0 stabilization, which keeps things super smooth, and it can connect directly to DJI Mic 2 or Mic Mini transmitters without needing a receiver. That's huge for vloggers who need good audio on the go. The 128GB version runs around $329, which is cheaper than the Go Ultra. One thing to keep in mind though is that the touchscreen on the Vision dock is only 1.96 inches, so it's a bit small for previewing your shots. But honestly, either of these cameras will give you some of the most creative POV and B-roll footage out there. It just depends on whether you prefer the Insta360 ecosystem or the DJI one. Next up, the best compact camera for vlogging, and that goes to the Canon PowerShot V1. This is Canon's first real high-end vlogging compact camera, and they went all in. You're getting a brand new 22-megapixel Type 1.4 sensor, which is roughly the same size as a Micro Four Thirds sensor. That's significantly bigger than what you'll find in most compact cameras. The built-in lens is a 17 to 52mm equivalent zoom with an f2.8 aperture at the wide end, which is perfect for talking to camera shots without needing to carry extra lenses. But here's what really makes this thing special for vloggers. It has a built-in cooling fan, which means you can record 4K at 60 frames per second basically forever without the camera overheating. That's a huge deal if you're doing long-form content or live streaming. You also get Canon log-free with 10-bit color depth, dual-pixel CMOS AF2 with eye tracking, and a built-in 3-stop ND filter, so you don't have to carry around separate filters for outdoor shooting. It comes in at $900, and the only real con is that there's no built-in viewfinder or flash, so you're fully relying on that flip screen in bright sunlight. But if you want an all-in-one compact that just works out of the box for vlogging, this is tough to beat. Now, if your content involves action and adventure, biking, surfing, skiing, that kind of stuff, the clear winner is the DJI Osmo Action 6. DJI went absolutely crazy with this one. The headline feature is the world's first variable aperture on an action camera, going from f2 to f4, which means you can actually control your depth of field and exposure without relying on ND filters. That alone changes the game. It's got a brand new 1/1.1 inch square sensor, which is bigger than pretty much any action camera out there. And it captures up to 4K at 120 FPS with rock-steady 4.0 stabilization. The square sensor is actually really clever because it means you can shoot vertical content for social media without losing resolution. You're just cropping into the native sensor area. battery life is impressive too, at around 4 hours, and it's waterproof down to 20 meters without any housing. The standard combo starts at around $369, which is competitive for what you're getting. The one downside is that the price does jump up quickly once you start adding accessory combos with the macro and FOV boost lenses. But for pure action shooting, this is the one to grab. Stepping into the mid-range 4K camera space, the Sony ZV-E10 II is hard to argue against. This is Sony's dedicated vlogging mirrorless camera, and the Mark II version is a major upgrade. You're getting a 26-megapixel APS-C Exmor-R CMOS sensor, the same one found in the much more expensive Sony a6700, which means the image quality and the autofocus performance are legitimately pro-level. It shoots 4K at 60 FPS with 5.6K oversampling, 10-bit 422 video and S-Log free, so the footage you get out of this thing is insanely flexible in post-production. The 759-point phase detection autofocus is one of the best in its class, with real-time eye tracking that works on humans, animals and even birds. And the free capsule directional microphone built into the camera is surprisingly good for a camera of this size. The body only comes in at $999, or you can grab it with the 16 to 50mm kit lens for around $1,099. The biggest con here is the lack of in-body image stabilization. You're relying on lens-based or electronic stabilization, which is a bummer at this price point. But if you want interchangeable lens flexibility with top-tier video quality for vlogging, this is the sweet spot. Now, if you want the best of both worlds, a camera that's equally great for stills and video, you want the Fujifilm X-S20. Fujifilm's color science is legendary, and this camera delivers it through 19 film simulation modes that make your footage look stunning straight out of the camera with minimal editing. You're getting a 26.1 megapixel APS-C X-Trans sensor paired with the X Processor 5, which gives you up to 6.2K video at 30 FPS and 4K at 60 FPS in 10-bit color. What really sets this apart is the 5-axis in-body image stabilization, with up to 7 stops of compensation. Your handheld footage is going to look buttery smooth. The deep hand grip makes it super comfortable to hold all day, and the vari-angle touchscreen is great for vlogging angles. Plus, the battery life is excellent at around 750 shots per charge. The body comes in at around $1,499, which is the priciest on this list, and keep in mind, that's body only. You'll still need to factor in the cost of a lens. But if photography is just as important to you as video, and you want that Fujifilm look without spending full frame money, this is the one. And finally, my pick for the best vlogging camera overall, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This camera went absolutely viral for good reason. It's a pocket-sized gimbal camera with a 1-inch CMOS sensor that shoots 4K at 120 FPS, and the 3-axis mechanical stabilization means your footage looks like it was shot on a professional rig. No software stabilization, no cropping, just pure, smooth, cinematic video. The 2-inch rotatable OLED touchscreen makes it dead simple to switch between horizontal and vertical shooting, and the ActiveTrack 6.0 face tracking keeps you perfectly in frame even when you're moving around. It also supports D-Log-M and 10-bit color for color grading, connects to DJI Mic 2 for wireless audio, and has full pixel fast focusing that locks on almost instantly. Pricing has fluctuated a lot on this one due to demand and tariffs, but right now you can find it around $430 to $525 depending on the retailer, which honestly is a steal for what you're getting. The one real con is that there's no waterproofing at all, so keep it away from rain and water. But for everyday vlogging, travel content, and solo creators who need a reliable grab-and-go setup, nothing else on the market comes close to what the Pocket 3 offers in this form factor. So those are the best vlogging cameras you can buy right now. I'll link everything below so you can check current prices and pick the one that fits your needs. If you have any questions, or if there's a camera you think should have made the list, drop a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.